Imagine this. You've had some news. Perhaps you've discovered your other half is cheating on you, or you're suffering grief from the loss of someone dear. You could be trying for a baby and it's just not happening for you. Or you're lonely and it feels like everyone around you has found their special one, and whatever you do, you cannot find that special person to share your life with. If any of those could be you, I believe you were meant to be here at this time and in this moment, because I have suffered such things, and I couldn't believe it when I discovered there is a way out of this suffering. And that's what I want to share with you. I found a way out of my misery when I realized my suffering was self-created. Now, coming to that realization took a whole shift in my mindset. It wasn't easy. Mark Twain explained it best when he said, "It isn't what you don't know that gets you into trouble, it's what you know for sure that just isn't so." You see, it wasn't my life that was wrong, it was my thinking. The way I saw sad events in my life was making me hurt. I believed everything was wrong, and I acted as if it was my job to change the world to the way it should be. And that was the problem. Now I know, if you are prepared to see the world with new eyes, to reframe, you will discover suffering is a choice. And when I wrote about it in the press, people took an interest. They related. And amazing things began to happen. I got a book deal to write a novel in which the protagonist realizes the exact magic of this paradigm shift. It tells of a passionate girl, a cook who travels to Lahore, and along with loving the food and the people, she begins to realize the power of opening up your mind to other ways of seeing the world, that it really can change your life. I was even approached by Hollywood greats to talk about what I had discovered. I learned how to get past the suffering, how to heal the pain. How did I do it? There are 2 steps. The first is a mental reset. I challenged my own biases and opened up to the possibility that I had it all wrong, that bad things happening in my life could be the best thing for me. I accepted that it was possible that from this point, in this time, this place, this moment, perhaps I couldn't see the good that would come of it. Steve Jobs said you can only join the dots afterwards when on this journey of life, that from where you stand you cannot see how things are going to fit together in the end. And now I realize we live half the potential our lives offer when we don't embrace different ideas, different cultures, and different worldviews. So my message is, know that even if something isn't how we want it to be, perhaps it's exactly as it should be. Don't stress. Nietzsche, who I quote at the beginning of this story, knew this secret. I am reminded of the legend of the Green Man, also known as Hither. He's a saint who appears mystically throughout all of time and all of history to help people. He once punched a hole in the boat of a helmsman who offered him a free ride across a river. His companion was furious. "Why would you damage the boat of these kind people?" he asked. It was only later they discovered an evil king was taking possession of all seaworthy boats. This kind helmsman got to keep his boat and his livelihood. The second aspect of this magic is acceptance. I really believe there is magic in accepting the things that happen to us, to know deep inside that it's all happening for the best, that you are being guided, even if you cannot see the logic in it. And so, open your mind to things you wouldn't normally consider. Step outside your comfort zone. Do things you thought you never would, because you never know. That terrible thing might lead to exactly what you've been waiting for all your life.